Hi guys, this is Mitt. And by hi guys, I mean the 5, 6 people I've badgered into watching this video until they finally did. But here is a little bit of our overworld base. You know what? Let me do this for you guys. Let's do that. So you know what everything is. So this is the overworld base right now. And we've been doing a lot of villager work. Pretty much this was our first base here on Neviroth. And we didn't have an XP grinder, and we didn't have any real way to make anything that you need in Minecraft, except for all we did was farm the wheat there and the sugarcane and villagers, which in a survival world I must say they're very underrated. They're by far, you can live alone without any XP farm ever, just on villagers. I mean, we haven't had an XP farm until just recently here, so. But this is our cow pen, and this is our makeshift sugarcane. We're planning on doing a huge sugarcane down below all this on like 9 or 11, not 9/11. Anyways, so yeah, so pretty much we started out, we did this wheat farm pretty much immediately, and then I pushed for the sugarcane, and we had the animals, and then our first big project here, excluding this big cactus, we'll talk about it. Our first big project here, while we were doing villager work, was these iron golems, which put out a lot of iron. We've tested on ours right now, and we have 8 spawn pads. And I'll do a tutorial on these spawn pads and how to get them all set up later on. Because I think everyone should. It would just help every vanilla server economy if everyone was really a farmer like this. But anyways, so here's where the iron golems, they all meet up, and they drop down. They're killed by a lava blade here, and then goes into these chests. And we get a stack of blocks an hour, so that's about 9 stacks of iron ingots an hour. So yeah, it's fairly good, and it's very important for survival. You know, unlimited anvils, being able to make auto farms, being able to make pistons, all the things that require iron, and there are plenty. But let's take a closer look here at the iron golems. So we're up here now, up at the very top of the iron golems. The base is down there, and what we're standing on here is technically water paths that I use to transport our villagers from their infinite breeder around up into these holding cells on the sides of these spawning pads. Yep, so there's a holding cell. You throw a few villagers in each, at minimum 4, at max whatever you want. And iron golems all spawn in the middle here, and they get forced down into here, and there's a second floor as well, so you have 2 floors where they can possibly spawn. And then the ones from the top fall down here onto the bottom ones and go through their process down here into the tunnels that lead them to the lava blades. And since iron golems are 2, it's okay that we have this one spot every 8 that is free. So anyways, yep, there's iron golems. Let's go take a look at the other stuff. So after we completed the iron golems, or maybe sometime in between, Ryan built this huge cactus farm for us with this pixel art cactus. and I don't know why we built such a big automatic cactus farm, but we did, and the whole thing works just too well, to be honest. There's no reason we'll ever use all this cactus. We may take it down when we have the future plans for the mob spawner to go right on that beacon, essentially. This whole area, including this house, we're going to tear down one day. But until then, it's just the hub of all of our building blocks and other materials we use for projects. In the house here, our big map of what's around us. Everyone says our base kind of looks like a boat. There we are, that's the little house base, so to speak. You can see our sugar cane, and you can just see the rough outlines of our iron golems. And you can see the trees in between the pathways of our iron golems on the map. And that's our sheep right there, and that's the cactus. Cows are right there, and wheat's covered up by the trees now that are above them. Yeah. So, anyways, I would show you all that crap, but none of it matters now, and it should just be taken down. Let's go look at, oh, yeah, real quick, we used to have our enchantment table here until I jacked it and moved it. Here's our auto chicken cooker. Works too well as well, so we have chicken all the time. Chicken and beef, chicken and beef. We're meat eaters here. Oh yeah, neat little thing, we have every music disc, which Ryan got diligently through luring creepers into being shot by skeletons, the whole jazz. So, anyways, let's go take a look at what was formerly our mining tunnel, but now we're going to change into a whole big different project. So, there's this wonderful little thing, and it's the most fun way to mine ever if you ever get the chance. But if you have a haste 2 beacon, and you get efficiency 5, unbreaking 3 workhorse picks, and we call them workhorse because they are literally just used for getting through stone, the crap that you don't care about. And we carved this whole room with about, so essentially 2 floors in the Y, taking us in this 100 by 100 square room, about 30 minutes. And we went down, 15, 20 floors, and we're not even finished. We have ideas for below. There's a little sneak peek at the beginning of the ridiculously big sugarcane farm that's going to be down there. Fully automatic one day, we'll find out. So this is our villager breeder, and I'll have a tutorial on this as well because I think villagers are so crucial, and really anyone can do them. But this is what we have right now, and we're going to be making a more permanent villager trading hall on that opposite wall over there, but I haven't yet. So, but in the meantime, we had lost them the other day, I believe, to zombies. They got eaten. I either drown them or zombies eat them. I don't know. I always seem to have bad luck with them. But now we're back up and running. I just really finished this whole part yesterday and started retrading with them. And we have some interesting things, but the most important guys are guys like this because his very last trade is paper, so it infinite emerald. But then on top of it, I have unlimited Feather Falling 1 books now, and not unlimited, but a fair amount of Fire Aspect 1s until that turns into a 5 emerald trade. So another infinite paper guy, and this is our 3rd infinite paper. We don't know what his final trade's going to be yet, because the final trade is when that turns into 5 emeralds. So we'll find out down the road when I do enough paper trades with him. So yeah. So, yep, it wouldn't let me trade any more paper. This is how you know, well, okay, well, we'll go into all the villager mechanics in a tutorial for you guys, but here's just some interesting stuff we have. We have Fortune 2 on this guy right now. Well, so anyways, this is what we spend our time on, this and building big farms. So, we'll just see what this guy got real quick. Crap. I can get past that trade real quick though. Oh. No, yeah, I don't want to. That's our book of priorities. I forgot about that. What about you? Are you another book of priorities? No. Good. We can trade you. Alright, well, that trade's locked out now. So, anyways, we're in a swamp here, and we know we have a few slime chunks. That's what that whole contraption over there is, trying to find out exactly where we have our slime chunks, but I've seen slimes in every corner of this base, so you just never know, to be honest. Alright, so that's pretty much the overworld base. There's not much else to look at here yet. There'll be lots of work done in the future, but until then, we can get a quick glimpse at our beacon and the sugarcane, the beginning of the auto sugarcane farm. We're just starting to lay out the layers, and I think we have 16 rows, and it's 400 sugarcane a row if they're fully grown. It's going to turn into a lot of emeralds one day. Let's go look at something else that we've done recently. Ooh, not there. Something else that we've done recently, and that is the good old trusty Enderman grinder here. And we have 2 beacons here. One was really for helping me build it, the jump 2, and the strength 2 is because of how we've set up the grinder to allow more floors, so they don't fall exactly 42, I believe it is. So, and if you're gonna ask how we got these guys out here, the answer is carefully, very, very carefully. You actually get that sneak peek later when or actually it's in one of the other videos, villager trading, or zombie villagers, I believe it is. But we'll do a whole video tutorial on how to get the villagers to begin with, and how to start out, and how to work with them all the way throughout. And, you know, there's going to be a bunch of huge changes to villagers in 1.8, and I will keep you up to date with all those, and how to interact with villagers coming the new patch. So this is our crazy enchanter, because I didn't want to have a normal looking one. All the materials you need here for good old fashioned work. Alright, let's see here. So yeah, and this guy right now pulls in XP wise, I think the last time we technically timed it, it was 1 minute and 18 seconds for a level 30. Really 1 minute and 18 seconds for a level 32 once Ryan had collected all the XP. But, you know, this thing's pretty wonderful. The nice thing is there's going to be a completely new Enderman grinder in 1.8. It's going to make it a lot cheaper to build, and just as fast, if not even faster.